Hola amigos, this is level 12 and today we are going to be finding out the top 5 bloodthirsty female anime characters. Now, I know there's a lot of bloodthirsty characters and we could have done a list of probably 10 or so with a mix of male and female. However, I prefer female psychopaths, just cuz. Anyway, so let's get down to the list. Number 5, Sachiko Shinozaki. She's from Corpse Party. She's 7 years old in the anime and recenter games, but in older games like the PC 98 version, she is 16, so be careful which storyline you're going with. And her blood type is A. I put her at number 5 because she does have her good points and her bad points. Sachiko became the kind of spirit in Heavenly Host after she was killed along with her mother because she saw her mother being killed. And she continues to bring students into the school and ruthlessly kill them. However, by the end of both the anime and all the games, her soul is appeased and she returns to looking more like this. So I thought, she does have her good points and her bad points. And in Japanese culture, there's this thing about a soul when they're not put to rest correctly or very well, or they die in a very horrible way, they're doomed to roam something. And since the actual Heavenly Host school got torn down, she is now stuck in this little dimension of hers, which, by the way, I never figured out why she came back and took those other 3 kids. Anywhoosies. Number 4, Rena Riku. She's from Higurashi, the anime, and she's in like all the specials and second seasons and all that stuff. She's 15 years old and her blood type is unknown. So Rena, I put her at number 4 also because she isn't inherently crazy all on her own. Rena was born in the town Hinamizawa. However, after her family had some issues, she moved into the city with her mother, where she went by her real name, which is Rena, which is just Rena with an I somewhere in there. However, she began to act out, as when you leave Hinamizawa and you're infected, you act nuts. So she moved back and her craziness stopped happening. However, she became increasingly paranoid in multiple realities, which ended up her becoming a psychopath, and in a bunch of the games, she is the main villain. So why is she number 4 and not number 1? Well, she does have her good points, especially in, I think it was, like the 3rd season of Higurashi, which is only like 6 episodes. Rika woke up and she asked, would it be better to live in a paradise where nothing ever went wrong, or to live with the suffering but have all your friends? And Rena told her, look at that flower outside. That flower would grow the same way if it was inside a garden. Which one would you prefer? Well, a greenhouse. And Rika replied, well, the one in the greenhouse, because it's, it would be prettier. And Rena was like, that may be so. However, the flower that has stood outside has grown something else. Valianty, or something along those lines. And she said that the flower that has stood outside has stood more hardships and therefore is better. And it made Rika realize that even though the other world, no one else got hurt, and her friend Sachiko had her brother Satoshi, which is my favorite character, she realized that Rena is a very smart character and that she would prefer to stay in the world she had chosen instead of the paradise. So Rena has her good points. She just, it's the Hinamizawa syndrome that makes her nuts. And she's also one of my favorite characters. I wish I had a better picture, but I like to show her crazy. Look at this. Oh, she has so much fan art. 3, the Binge Eater, or Rize Kamishiro from Tokyo Ghoul. She's 18 and her blood type is AB. Now, before I started watching Tokyo Ghoul, I saw a bunch of pictures that looked like this. Oh no. That looked like this. And when I started Tokyo Ghoul and I saw her when she looked normal, I was like, there's no way that's the same person. But oh my gosh, it is. The Binge Eater, so there's this thing in Tokyo Ghoul where the ghouls have to eat people or else they die. And they have to eat once a month, and they don't have to eat a lot of people. And mostly what some of the ghouls do is they take people who have committed suicide and eat them, or just dead people in general. But the Binge Eater, as you may tell by the name, she binge eats, which means she attacks a lot of people at once, and she's never really full or satisfied. And her, I think it's called Mankai. I haven't seen this anime in a while, but her thing that helps her kill people is very strong and very powerful, and she's able to kill a lot of people at once. And the reason she is number 1 is, well, the reason she is number 3 is because she convinces Kaneki, while he is trapped, that he must fight back. And she's, because, he has her organs, and she's whispering in his ear, like, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this. Let the anger take over you. She was just crazy all around. Some of her quotes, man, you just need to look up some of her quotes. Alright, number 2, Yuno Gasai, from the anime Future Diary. She's about 14 to 16 years old. There's a bunch of time skips and stuff. And her blood type is O. Now, some of you may know Yuno as the Yandere Queen, which is spot on, man. Spot on. She goes to any length to save her beloved Yuki, and she is well versed in multiple ways of killing. She has grenades, she has knives, she has katanas, she has expertise in these things. Not necessarily she has them on hand, but she's very, very powerful and very, very scary. And she will kill anyone that threatens to get in the way of her beloved Yuki. She even kills, she tries to commit suicide with him, but then realizes that Yuki has actually taken real drugs, and she goes through like 4 different worlds to try and get him back, and she isn't satisfied until then. She's just nuts, and she's crazy, and she convinces Yuki to be crazy. She wreaked havoc among the world. Number 1 is Ed's death from Akame ga Kill. She's in her 20s, and her blood type is also O. Why is she number 1 and not Yuno or the binge eater? Well, this chick literally kills everyone and everything and shows little remorse, and she is very happy with killing everyone. The only time, do you see this blush? She was with Tatsumi, probably the weakest guy in this show. Well, until he got Bro's armor, which I'm not gonna delve into that. And I'm like on episode 7 of this anime, and I'm pretty sure I know how it ends. Just a good guess there. Anyways, so she kills basically everyone in this anime, or at least her henchmen do, and she feels no remorse. When Tatsumi is trying to convince her to join the resistance, she says, Tatsumi, you can't talk like that. This is the Imperial Castle, whatever they called their government there. And she literally told him, I love hearing the screams of my victims. And she left one dude alive in a village they ransacked just to see the destruction they caused, and to say, hey, never forget this. You shall be the only survivor. She is nuts. She is ruthless. She has gotten one of the largest ranks in the army ever, and I want to cosplay as her. Just look at this hair. Oh, by the way, her nicknames are like the Empire's Strongest General and the Ice Queen. I believe she has ice powers. Anyways, that was the end of the list. If you have any suggestions or think something should have been moved, please do feel free to discuss that in the comments at your leisure. Anyways, like and subscribe for more anime and otaku related content. Ciao, chicos!